So I saw stuff about the new He-Man movie, Master of the Universe, and they were talking about toxic masculinity. And uh, it seems like that if a man is masculine, that's toxic. Because I'm looking here, men are taught not to be vulnerable, weak, leading them to hide distress, bottle up emotions. Yeah. You shouldn't be crying in front of everyone. Like, I'm not saying you don't have emotion, but you don't show it to everyone. That's weak. That's pathetic. And has aggression, and dominance. I think people forget that this modern era we live in, it's we're very pampered. And 100 years ago, aggression, dominance, uh, that's why they had gladiators. Because people want to see that. They don't necessarily want to feel it. That's scary. But they want to see it. Women want men to be masculine, be able to protect them. You see it all the time. What do we want? I want to be protected. Well, what does it take to be protected? Aggression and dominance. And then there's another one, misogyny and homophobia. So devaluing women and viewing feminine traits as inferior. If a man is doing feminine stuff, it is inferior. It is. If a woman does them, it's not inferior, that's feminine. If a man is acting like a woman, if a woman is acting like a man, get away from me. And I heard someone talk about that's why marriages fail, because the woman tries to take the man role and that does not work, and the man tries to take the woman role and that does not work. We're different for a reason, because we have strengths and weaknesses, both of us. And using homophobia to police other men's behavior. So because I don't think men should act like women, I'm homophobic, I don't understand that. I don't get it. And then there's another one here that says extreme self-reliance and risk-taking. So the refusal to ask for help even when facing severe mental or physical health crises. Engaging in dangerous behavior to prove toughness, which I would say that goes with aggressive and dominance. And are these people new? Do they not know what happens in high school and college, or what used to? So there are people that talk about working out and everything and ego lifting, and 99.99999% of men that work out at a younger age, and I'm talking high school, college, like early 20s, late teens, when they you ego lift because you're competing with everyone, because that's what men do. You compete. Who's stronger, who's faster, who's better. That's why we have sports. You get that, right? It's generally the stronger, faster, bigger person wins a physical confrontation. That's why you don't see any 5'2", 110-pound people in the NFL. It doesn't work. You might see some shorter guys in the NFL, but they're built like a house. Like their legs are bigger than a table. But one of the things, because I think feminism is toxic, and it kind of proves a little bit. So in toxic masculinity, the extreme self-reliance and risk-taking, not asking for help, well, I'm pretty sure that's one of the battle cries of feminism, is that, because the Disney princesses no longer need a man coming to their aid or friends. They can do it themselves. I don't need any help from no man or anyone. I can do it myself. Isn't that toxic masculinity just turned around and spun into a positive for women? And with modern feminism, it's we can do anything we want. We can be whatever we want. No, you can't. You can't be anything you want. There's a thing called reality. A woman cannot be a man. No matter how hard she tries, she can't do it. She can take all the growth hormones, steroids, testosterone, whatever she wants. She might start to look like a man and have muscle, but we are different. It's not me. It's our creator, God, that made us different. If you want to get mad at someone, get mad at him. This is just the messenger. We're different. And you can call me toxic masculinity. You can say that about me. That's fine. I take that kind of as a badge of honor. Thank you. Yeah. I'm toxic and masculine. Thank you. And so emotional suppression, the stoic facade. So why is it a facade to pretend you don't have emotion and you only let them out for people that truly care about you? Because every time I've shown emotion, and it wasn't in front of like a family member that like is super close to me, basically mom, dad, and sister, they tell me to stop. I remember I asked this girl out. We went out on a date, and we'd known each other for years. And I was lifeguarding at the time, and so was she. That's how we met. She came to relieve me at a pool, and she said, "Kevin, I think we should just be friends. I don't think we should date." And I put my head down and just got quiet. She's like, "Kevin, don't do that. Don't do that." And I'm like, "What? Have emotion? Feel anything?" And women don't want that. They say they do, but they're full of crap. Because I have heard so many women, "I don't care about looks. I don't care about looks." And they're full of crap. Just like when men say, "I don't have emotion." Yes, you do. You just don't let it out. Because it is a weakness. You can say whatever you want, but if you show that you're sad, that's weakness and people can use it against you. If you're angry, that's a weakness and people can use it against you. And men are supposed to be the leaders, and the leaders are the ones that are supposed to be like someone's dead, just boom, no emotion, because the leader is supposed to be that beacon. So when everyone goes up, everyone goes down. They're there to keep them on track. Anyone, please say I'm toxic and masculine. Badge of honor, thank you. Because I would rather be that than the alternative. Because I don't think toxic masculinity is that far away from the masculinity that I truly want to have. Where this masculinity that we have in this society now is really far away from where I want to be as a man and as a leader.